Doing yeah, yeah. Getting into it with the so welcome the fuck back, man. Been a couple weeks. So um
I just love how we just flow.
yeah,
That's it. It's just the flow.
yeah,
It's just the
yeah. So but yeah, no, I do my own channel, which is the All Hustle No Luck Radio, and I just put that on and I just grind it out. That's it. So I've been doing that for a while now. That's how I ended up when I put the website together the first time, and I worked from like 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Like I just listened to that the entire time I was doing it, and that is what I don't know. It's like my superpower. I don't freaking know. But for some reason, you're gone now, so I'm talking to myself. It didn't really. Oh, there it goes. Like it just clicked back on as soon as I said you're gone.
really. I've been listening the whole time though. It's good though.
Okay, nice. So yeah, that's what I do. I don't have
Oh,
to.
you're saying the whole screen zoomed
Yeah,
out, or
no, you were just like frozen.
oh, I
Uh,
don't know. No, I heard the whole thing.
nice.
So yes, so we're good.
Hell yeah.
Oh, oh, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Oh yeah, new hat. Probably wouldn't be. That's my fucking favorite. But I say that every time I make one. So, oh god.
It's yeah, it's always better. I love it.
Um,
I was talking to this kid. I was talking to a kid that I'm helping design a software for mechanics. And I'm like, dude, it's just real simple. Find what's out there and make it better. Find what's out there and make it better. You know, basically what it always comes to.
yeah,
But
you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
you don't.
Make one thing better.
Just one thing, make one thing a little bit better than for mankind, and you're golden. That's it.
No.
We overcomplicate things. We always do. Our minds are always fucking rushing, thinking about like I said, the what ifs of tomorrow and the fucking woulda, coulda, shouldas of yesterday. When we truly have to live is in the now, in the moment, and what's going on here. That's basically, on what the body is doing. If we focus on that, dude, I swear to Christ, everything would be so much easier.
Yeah. That's our we get caught up in our own personal security and fucking control issues. I think is one of the things I noticed too, because even with when you have financial situations and things aren't going the way that you expect them to, and life has gotten you, and it's literally just knees on your shoulders, penitentiary punch to the face, and there's still always just enough. Like it doesn't fucking matter. Like you still got to do your best. However, you can't stress about the things you can't control. And if you're always doing your best, then it always comes. But that's my personal what I've noticed because like we lost a lot of security when things start getting shifted around with the job and like start spending things in places that you don't want to, fucking tickets and like it's just like yeah, but there's always just enough. Like there's on Monday, well no Sunday, last Sunday actually, freaking somebody that I used to work for texted me and he was like, hey, he's like, can you call in sick tomorrow? I could really use a hand and I'll pay you $1,000. It's like, all right, well, I was like, I don't have to call in sick to do that. Give me a minute. I just told my boss, I was like, hey, uh, somebody is going to pay me $1,000 to come work with him tomorrow. Do I need to come in? And he was just like, go do your thing. Like, all right. So just like stuff like that. Um, it, it definitely helps out because we got the nice medical bills that just got installed into the life and all that shit. So it's like, yeah, it's one more thing. Oh fuck, I didn't tell. I didn't tell anybody about this shit yet. About the fucking take your asses to the doctors, fellas. Yeah, even if it's uncomfortable and makes you feel a little weird, you're gonna have to let a dude finger you. Like, I'm sorry, it's just it's an important thing. Um, yeah, so it keeps you from missing something that could be life changing. And no, I was when I went to the urologist for my little checkup that I haven't been for a couple of years. Um, it was a new doctor, somebody I never met before, same facility, and he didn't like what he felt when he was poking around in there, so he sent me in for a MRI. And of course, it was nothing. It was inflammation that he didn't. So Daniel's going to stop riding the fucking bike every morning at the gym and see if that's all it is. But you know, that's how things start. And I was looking at the Black Panther is a perfect example because I was a healthy young man. He was in shape. Seemed like he had decent enough habits. Clearly, if you're because you don't hit certain levels of that production by not being able to have a clear mind and stuff like that. So that's what I thought about when I was just like, I was like, I don't have that shit, like whatever. I don't even need to go spend this money on this bullshit MRI that I don't want to take. But in the grand scheme of things, as some fellas, you got to be your breadwinners, your fathers, your sons, your husbands. You need to take your ass to the fucking doctor and be a responsible individual. Make sure you stick around for your family. Period. So that's my soapbox rant on that because I don't think it's said enough. We don't talk about it. Like the getting fingered thing because it came to my head when I was talking to the guy at the gym because he's like, "Where have you been for the? You missed half a week at the gym. You don't. That's not you." Like, yeah,
No shit, dude.
I had a little health scare, man. Got fingered and they didn't like it, so I had to go get an MRI. He's like, "No shit, you good?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, man, he's like, we need to tell the young cats they need to, stop being little pussies about it. And like you said, go get fingered. It's a you've been doing it to girls your whole life, motherfucker. You might as well just go ahead and take one.
So
So I was
so
like,
make a finger. Make a fucking
no,
Daniel
yeah,
finger. Go get fingered. Yeah, dude.
that's about it.
Mm.
Doesn't really go with my brand aesthetic. So I don't know if I'm gonna make a shirt that says "Go get fingered." For fellas,
Yeah,
fingers. I don't know if I'm gonna make that shirt.
you yeah, make it fucking Daniel approved. Fucking
Yeah.
oh, dude. Well, uh, that's an amazing couple weeks for you, man.
Yeah, yeah, I've been busy. I freaking got that 107 cert. So I'm a licensed drone pilot, a licensed UAV pilot. Um, or yeah, the unmanned aircraft is what it is.
Wait a
So,
moment, wait a 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 moment. Dude. Are you fucking that's what they're calling it now?
yeah, it's an unmanned aircraft license.
You're an unmanned aircraft license. So now and now your system would be in for drones. Did you have to pass any medical? No.
No, they talk about medical, but there's no medical exam.
You are one step away from. Okay, so I see what they're doing. This is crazy. So they're licensing, they're certifying all these people for what? Dude, there's something they're prepping everybody for a for, I don't want to say it, for a big W.
Mm.
Yeah, dude, because you can somebody like you, they can take you, say, hey, who's next on the list? Daniel Lott. All right, send them up here. And they'll put you to a room.
Like
Yeah,
stick
dude.
Conics and Frankie have it dropping bombs on us of the world. Yeah. Because my wife's nephew has the same license. He's a Marine, and he's in Vegas right now. So it's like it's literally the same fucking thing. So you go ahead and get me a little joystick, keyboard.
Yeah.
Boop.
Wow. See? I knew it. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, so that was that fucking test sucked. I got a 93 on the practice test. I got like a 72.
That's good though. 70 is
That's
past,
still
motherfucker. Congratulations. It
fast.
doesn't matter, dude. Listen, listen. That's fucking beautiful. And everything that you learned in that class, what you know, how did you do this?
So I use Drone Launch Academies. Um,
Videos?
yeah, well, it's the same thing as like the life insurance exams. So you go through the whole fucking course online. You go through the materials. You take the practice test. You take them until you freaking can pass the practice test. Well, I try to get 100 on the practice test. That way, I pretty much guarantee that you're going to pass. Um, and then I just went to the facility down in Naples to take the test. And the funny thing is that there was a young man in there, and like I walk in, he's sitting there already. He's early AF. Cool, good job, bro. Prepared? No. Um, he studied for 2 hours. I studied for like a month and a half. It took me every bit of like 43 minutes to take that test. And I could hear the two guys sitting behind me rummaging through the book looking for the answers when literally everything that they needed to have was on the screen. And I was like, they're so fucked. Unless they had a different fucking because they have the guide, the aviator's guide for with a different supplemental charts and stuff like that for the FAA. So it's sitting there on the desk with a calculator and a piece of scratch paper. And there's not really that much calculations that have to be done. Like freaking the cloud ceiling calculation or G forces, simple calculations. But it wasn't anything that you're like, show your work because you're solving the Pythagorean theorem, some bullshit like that. And I was like, oh, yeah. The lack of preparation in that room was fucking impressive because it's $175 to take that exam. And I was just like, I ain't got it like that apparently because I was like, I ain't about to waste this $200, almost $200. You kiss my ass, I'm gonna study my ass off. He's like, yeah, no, we only studied for 2 hours. The fuck? Like, how? Why? Is somebody else paying for this? And like, if they are, well, why would you waste their fucking money like that? He's like, oh man, I'll just wing it. All right, cool. Go ahead and wing it. Yeah, but you're gonna wing the certs. Like, there's literally sections of like penal code. I guess it's not penal FAA code for like 101-0.7A says that blah blah blah. It's like, oh, yeah, you're just gonna wing it through there. It's multiple guess, dick. I don't know. That one bugged me so much. It was like, hey, you really are not going to prepare. What do you do for a fucking living? That's you're going to put you in charge of something. A good drum's like 10 grand. So you're going to put that dickhead over there that didn't study for a test in charge of flying that thing that could follow the sky and cause a lot of fucking damage? Yeah, it's cool, whatever. I don't know. That one, it still sticks with me. It just doesn't make sense. Sorry. Apparently that was rant worthy. Apologize. I digress. I'm back. I'm sorry.
What if a kid was the most gifted fucking, he knows how to fly that thing just incredibly, and he just needs his cert. So he needs the 70%, just on one side. He knows how to fly that thing. He just needs this little piece of paper.
Yeah, no, I mean, I
Mm,
get it's more of the lack of preparation that you would put
100%.
that is fucking astounding. Yeah, like it's a RC vehicle. Like, what do you like? We've been playing with these things since I was 6. The only difference is this one flies. So that's literally the only difference.
Not only does it fly, but the only reason you have a certification is because freaking we've had major aviation accidents because people are dumb enough to fly them into the fucking pattern.
Yeah. So there's a 2 weeks ago, there was an aircraft that struck a drone. Do you know what altitude that fucking drone was at?
I do not.
3,000 MSL. So it's 3,000 feet in the fucking air. The governed, like, unmanned airspace for a fucking drone is 400 feet.
Yeah. What the
Unless
fuck
you're
was
going
he?
over a structure. Like,
What
that's,
was he doing up there?
I saw it pop up on the news and I haven't seen it since. So, but yeah, like you can get clearance to fly that high, but like this, clearly he didn't have it, he or she, if they got struck by a plane. Like I can't even fly a drone by my fucking house. Like I go over the treetops, and that's about the height I would go simply because it's restricted airspace because it's so close to Page Field. Oh, I just I don't. So, but now this is a danger side of this. I have that little G9 drone that I got at a Christmas party that's flying around. So that one, it's a piece of shit. G9, you guys suck. I'm gonna have to buy DJI or something like that because that's what I use at work. DJI at work and a DJI or DJI
DJI.
and a Raptor. And they're both badass fucking drones. Like the wind will be blowing 20 miles an hour and that bitch will be cocked sideways, taking a still picture with it shaking around like this. I'm like, so they're freaking dope. Uh, the one I have, if the like, there's a 2 mile an hour breeze, it's like shaking around and freaking. But
Can you fly those really fast drones?
I mean, I could, but I wouldn't do it fast. So not yet. There's a
Okay.
there's a lot of
I could not.
I
I'm
think
just
if you get the
saying.
VR, like the goggles,
Yeah, if you get the
if
VR
you,
goggles.
if you do
Yeah.
it first person, I think you'd be able to do it. I think I'd be able to do it like that. Yeah, definitely could do it like that. But it has to be,
First person?
huh? Yeah,
Yeah, you can do you fly in first person, I understand, yeah. But
do it like that.
not looking at a screen.
Well, I mean, it's the same. kind of the same instance. When I fly from the screen, like a lot of people will just sit in a chair or something like that. I actually turn my body. So if I'm weird. Like if I'm going north, then I turn my body to the north. If I'm going west, I turn my body to the west, and that's just how I. It's weird,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. No,
but
it's good. It's good to know.
but I'm also I'm out in the field. So if I was sitting at a desk, it'd probably be a little different. But yeah, drone shit's cool. So now, of course, Facebook found out, and it's full with all of these business opportunities. So before now, all I used to see just buy T-shirts, and now I see uh, businesses being a drone operator, window washing with your drone, pressure washing. The one that was actually pretty cool was the agricultural spraying for fucking spraying pesticides. Was I mean just freaking drones that look at they're the size of a fucking Volkswagen Bug carrying a sprayer fogging uh farmland. I was like, that's interesting. That one looks like big money, but still, no. I was like, man, if I had an extra 100 grand that I just wanted to throw away on a hobby, that would be the hobby because that would be the hobby that would pay me. So,
I have a question.
yeah.
I just in my mind, I don't know, I went somewhere and it was all about you. So then I came back. What in Daniel's perfect job, JOB, what is Daniel's perfect uh salary?
Hmm. A perfect salary. Um, that's a funny question because when I look at my business goals, I I see 6 figure weeks. So that's what I aim for currently in this life. Um, I understand that somebody's not going to pay me 6 figures a week working for them unless I'm extremely valuable to them, and I've never seen an opportunity like that. But yeah, no, yeah, 100 grand a week. But that's also something that I can make from anywhere. Like I don't want. I think that was the biggest thing is why I don't like jobs is because I don't like people to be able to control my time. I want to be able to do what the fuck I want. Like I want to be able to live my life. I, I got a freaking email about vacation requests. I'm like, just so you guys are aware, vacation requests, or I was like, well, that's the fucking thing with you guys. It's like it's not a request for me. It's like I'm informing you that I won't be there. That's it.
It's that's just me letting you know
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be
you're
there.
being considerate. I'm not asking you for permission to live my life. Fuck you guys. So, but it's
Okay, so let me jump in there because this is so true. I just came back from Colombia. I spent 2 weeks.
mhm.
Spent some time with my mom, and I seeing how seeing firsthand driving through the towns, their roads, their traffic, their everything. Um, Eating their food, spending time as a local, becoming a citizen again all of a sudden. Um, and the whole aspect of time versus money is and how the normality of life is how much can you produce? You know, I noticed you said that, and I noticed, and I'm coming back to you said, well, there was a number. I lost my number because
Mm.
I would do a job, a job, a regular job. I would do a job if it was with all my heart and it was my perfect job. I would do it for free. I don't,
Mm.
you know what I mean? So, so it's like when I said that, I was like, I noticed that real quick, and I was like, holy shit, because there isn't anything that I know that I'm not gonna do that I'm not meant to do. Just that simple.
Mm.
There's nothing there. We are so blessed to live in the US. We are so blessed to live to have this house, to have these ducks, these coyotes. Just hear me out real quick. All right. I was fucking taking cold showers from on a mountain with sprung water, FYI, right? It's mountain spring water that has to be fucking filtered. Dude, I'm learning so much. I learned so much about fucking water filtration systems, why certain sediments, this and that, why people around the world have access to water but no access to help drinkable water, she'll fucking kill them. So it's like, holy shit, so then here I'm taking a shower on this machine and I'm looking at this and I get fucking zapped, dude. I have, it's sort of Christ. It's because the heating element is on the head of the water where it comes out. It's like, so, and oh my God, dude, we are so blessed. We really are. And the more we live the life of and enjoy what's in front of us. And here's the one thing that's going to suck, and most people are going to get a kick in the balls. If you don't like where you are right now, you are the only one that can turn around and just walk the other way. You need to change something. There's something in there that needs to change. And that's one for a different story. I don't want to go down that path right now. But anyway, just fuck, I lost my chain of thought already. There it goes.
So, approximately 2 billion people worldwide lack access to safely managed drinking water, with over 770 million lacking even basic water services.
Dude,
So,
my mom's little oh, I love this place so much, dude. My mom's little finquita. It's a 3 bedroom, one, two, 3 bedroom, one bathroom, fucking little cottage. I have a cottage in the mountains now. I have my mom in a cottage in the mountains. It's fucking beautiful. It is on a mountainside that when the sun starts coming up, fucking the sun starts coming up right across the mountains at about 5:20, 5:25 in the morning. Fucking the dogs. There's my mom says there's bugs. I left the door open. I love that fucking thing. I know it's you can put the firewood there. You can put the fire to keep it on, and that's just year round temperatures. Except of course when it's raining, it's gonna suck a little bit, you know,
mm,
and of course when it rains, it rains when it needs to rain, But this is, I guess, to give a parameter of weather real quick. So the city of Bogota I've heard is the Seattle of South America. So that weather,
I like
okay,
rain. Like I love rain.
gray, right? That's what Bogota is. Now the outskirts going up toward the mountains. You're in different valleys and stuff. Now you're up fucking mountains. You know what I mean? So you're up that you're because the cities of Bogota is down here, right? City of Bogota is down here. So and then of course, then you're going up the mountain a little bit higher up. Got it? So that's what it is. Um, my mom's house. Oh my gosh, my mom's house is on a dirt road. And here we were on the fucking I loved it, dude. It was crazy. Um, we are so blessed to drive on these roads, dude. You guys have no understand. But then again, we also pay for it, right? Our good old tax dollars, they make sure. But you know what? We are so blessed to have this. We really are. We are I am blessed to leave this furniture out here, in my own backyard. It, Most people think it's like, oh, well, it's my backyard. I can do that shit. Yeah, well, guess what? You can't do that shit back in down where I just came from, dude. Everybody fucking has real nice shit, but inside the house. Outside the house, you have anything that anybody can take. Somebody needs it more than you, and they will probably grab it, you know? So it's like, oh shit, my wife's phone got lost. Okay, no, it got stolen right in her face. So it's like,
Really?
yeah, oh yeah, dude. Yeah, it was bad. It was amazing. It wasn't bad. I loved every second of it. I mean, listen, it even ended up in a fucking police persecution. I mean, it was fucking. If I told you that story, you'd fucking die. Um, we wouldn't have time. It was just so. I don't know what day it was, but we were in Bogota and we had a 7 p.m. commitment. I think this must have been like last Saturday, not this set, not yesterday, but the Saturday before. We went to fucking. We were in Bogota. Holy shit! She spent a week without her phone. I love it. I'm sorry, I just noticed that. It's been a week, you know. So yeah, she took her. We were on the phone. She was our guide, and we're in the city. We're in the downtown, but like downtown fucking Bogota. I mean, this is New York fucking city everywhere. You know what I mean? It's a huge fucking city, and there's a gazillion fucking people, and everybody's trying to kill you. It is what it is, and you're just passing back and by. Everybody's an NPC, but every NPC is like, you got okay. So you got the fucking. You don't know which you don't know out of all the NPCs, which are a lot of them. You got hundreds of those just crowding you. You don't know which one is the one that's gonna go.
Yeah.
So you're
Like
like
Smith.
doing one of these things all over the fucking place. Well, anyway, while your beautiful goddess of a wife just prances along, and you're noticing that all that are all going, you
Oh,
know.
so
And I'm like, motherfuckers, dude. I'm like, will you please just can we go? And then she's on her phone, blah blah blah, and then she puts her phone away. We're walking, and then she goes, Nestor, my phone is gone. I'm like, what do you mean your phone is gone? Did you
she
drop it?
got pickpocketed.
I said, you drop it? And she goes, no, it was in my pocket.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all
It's probably
right.
stuck in her back pocket.
outside jacket pocket.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
It's right there. There you
Yeah.
go. Beak. Listen. So listen, we are so blessed to have this furniture outside. You know what I mean? So that one right there, that was rule number one.
That's a cultural thing, by the way. That's not a so like here in America, your neighborhood, you can leave your shit outside. In other neighborhoods, you can't leave your shit outside. It won't fucking be there anymore. But if you do that shit in Singapore, yeah, you can leave your shit outside because like they'll legit tell you there's no crime. There's a reason why there's no crime because they'll fuck you up. Like
Fuck you up.
period.
They'll,
Like
they'll
same thing
find your
with
ass.
Dubai. It's like you'll see freaking car keys sitting on the table, watches. I'll walk off and leave that shit because the price is so high to be a fucking thief that it could literally end your fucking life if you steal somebody's shit. So yeah, that's a cultural thing. But now it is a blessing that you live in a neighborhood where people don't steal your shit if you leave it outside. I don't know. I live pretty close to 41, and you leave your shit outside, somebody's gonna cut through, and they might not be a part of your neighborhood. They'll take your shit. Period. Not in the backyard though. Backyard's pretty good.
Pretty open.
Yeah. So somebody stole my neighbor's lawnmower, but he's sitting. The guy that lived in the house before, he has lawnmower sitting up like by his front porch, and this dude had to have been high as fuck, and he strolls through. It made it to the fucking news. He shared the video with the
Shut
news
the
station.
fuck up, dude.
But you see the guy, and he's yelling at him on his fucking Ring camera, and the guy's looking up and looking around, and then he just runs off pushing the lawnmower. And
No,
it's just
he
like,
doesn't, dude.
oh yeah. So it's like it's different. Like yeah, it's a blessing to live in America. Like it's relatively safe. However, like there's just it's like we live in a decent neighborhood, but yeah, no, the crackheads do cut through here to get to wherever they're gonna go.
Oh
Yeah,
well, I did have some gentlemen who
rummage through your
wanted to
fucking van.
that rubbed through my van at one
Yeah,
point, and I wish him well. I wish him well. You
fuck
know,
him. So that's that, and it's not negative energy, but literally fuck him. And that was my wife makes the comment. She's like, "You're so judgmental on people that do the same shit that you did when you were a kid." I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I had to grow up. Yes, I broke into cars and stole shit. Not my best moment, like, but I did. So, um, amongst a lot of other issues that I had in my life." However, I guess that's why I can talk shit about it. Like, you fucking degenerate fucking fuck. Get your life together. I did. Listen to me. It's important.
when when you can see that um because you are the example,
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
because you are the example in
And I've been a victim too. So, like, I've had people break into my car and steal my shit fucking on a couple occasions. So,
I've
uh,
been burglarized a couple
uh,
times.
so it's like,
I know.
it's like you reap what you sow. Yeah. It is what it is, bro. Um,
We all have to experience these things in this world, some way or another. You know,
some
some
different
more than
areas.
others, and just be blessed that this is the. Here's the thing. Like I said, we can't see each other. I can't see. I can only. I can't look at myself. Right? You can. So the only thing is, 100% that I've learned is that the better I help this version, whoever's here with me, the better version of me, however I could be. That's always giving everybody your best. Because who's ever there, you're present with. You know what I mean? Because I noticed that most people hate their job, but are really good at it. Why? And if it, because it's about the money. Oh, they just don't pay enough. Well, then how do you fix that? It becomes a you thing. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's not that the job sucks, but it becomes a you thing, right? So
Your frame
noticing,
sucks.
yeah,
You, your little box that you're in is what sucks. It's not the actual task.
it's not the actual task; it's the you. Yeah. So it's noticing a lot of these little things, dude. I I noticed that when, for example, I could have been a fan. There is a version of me that was that was a FWC, Florida Wildlife Conservation, right, dude? I give them so much love.
And
They, you
that's the
know,
closest path to being a pirate if I ever saw one right there.
right, dude? They
Oh,
give you a badge, a gun, and a boat, dude, and a truck and a boat. Come on, man.
yeah.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? So there was a version of me that actually went in that direction but I turned away from the figure that they told me about because for some reason I was programmed to think that's not enough when there's people are living off of that very successfully. And then there was the same version of me that went and spoke to Boca Raton PD and Delray PD, and I could have at one point been a Boca PD cop. And Boca PD cops back then were making about 100 grand first year. Not it was 80,000 salaried plus overtime, something like that. Base overtime. I don't know how it fucking worked.
That's actually really good money in America. Yeah,
Yeah, that
especially back
was
then. Not maybe not now, but back then. And back then, even if I was fucking 15 years ago, like that was still pretty decent money.
I Sebastian was 6 months old,
Was
maybe
it 21 now?
23. So
23.
that was 22 years ago. Let's just say around 22 years.
So that was phenomenal money 2 decades ago. And
Eh, yeah.
one of the things I noticed real quick about income is fucking. It's not that we don't make enough money. It's that we accumulate too much fucking debt and we become slaves. And we pay the IRS and the credit card companies and all of the vehicles and fucking banks and shit like that. That's where your money goes. It doesn't stay in your household. It is immediately already allocated to something that you're indebted for. Is at least in my current situation, because what I should be saving for retirement right now goes to IRS and back taxes. So that's fucking pretty detrimental. And then everything else is credit card debt. So got a couple credit cards I run my business off of, and they're revolving doors where it's fucking money's going in and money's going out. Literally, store, bank, credit card, and it's just going in a fucking circle all the time. Um, Yeah, but no, that fucking 80 grand plus overtime, what, 20 years ago, 22 years ago, fuck phenomenal money. Phenomenal.
And I remember thinking, no, it wasn't enough,
No.
you
Well,
know? But
but
then
that's what's
again,
wrong with that.
what's that?
There's nothing wrong with you taking that though.
No, 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 because no, there was nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that if you think it's enough, that's what I'm,
Yeah.
it's, there's, for the right person, there's a job for every person and there's a salary for every person. I've noticed that. I mean, how is it? I understand now walking the streets of Bogota, finding material. Oh my God, dude. So listen,
I
because
want you to stay here for a second. I don't want you to run away. With the job. Like, don't run away. Don't go back to Bogota. Stay here.
oh
Stay because this is kind of a fucking big deal. It's like because you're like it's just not enough, or no, it was enough, but it wasn't for what you want your life to look
no, 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 correct. Listen, for what I'm saying is if I didn't have that basic programming instilled in me, because that is a version that I know I would have loved to do. Right? It's just there was I could have been military all career type. That's you know what I mean. I mean I did it.
like.
I enjoyed it. Um, I could have gone back. I didn't. Not a big deal. It is what it is. Fucking life's beautiful. It's just you know what I mean. It's like it's more the aspects of we should never look down upon anybody. You
Mhm.
know, ah, we've all been there
Yeah,
one way or another. And if you
yeah.
haven't, good luck because you're coming. It's I've learned that life has seasons, dude. Listen,
No,
I've been a follower of Jim Rohn for so long that it is just up until now. I guess you could say it. D now in the sense of I started yesterday. Um, well, it's been actually bugging me for 2 weeks now, and then I started yesterday. Jim Rohn always said, he goes, I'm not a religious, I'm not religious, but I study the Bible, right? I'm a student of the Bible. And I said, I'm a student of the Bible. And then the other day, a buddy of mine goes to me, goes, Nest, you need to read the Bible. You need to read the Bible. And he goes, you were called to read the Bible. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? We talked a little bit afterwards, whatsoever. So because I was thinking about it, just thinking about it, because Jim Rohn of everything that he's been following, I understood something. And then I've been writing for fucking days on end. And I came across something that I didn't understand. I came across a series of numbers, believe it or not, in my writings and my thoughts and my things. And now that we're talking about jobs and money and this and that, and I'm noticing a lot of changes in my life, Daniel, that I'm like, what the fuck, dude? How is this happening? Because I write my shit down and I've been writing my things down and my thoughts. Are, my thoughts are turned, and they're turning materialistically turning. my whole passion is to be able to live. I understand how you were talking about. Um, I understand how you were just now talking about being indebted and enslaved in the system. Because right now you're enslaved in the fucking system, especially with the fucking IRS loans, with the IRS fucking things. That's the only one that fucking you can't BK out of.
Yeah,
Right? Right.
that's the
So
only one that
that
is literally enslaving me because
that
everything
yeah,
like
because
nothing.
everything else fucking doesn't matter.
Yeah,
That's the thing, and I'm noticing that, and I'm noticing, and I come here and I look at the cars that people drive, and it's just so fucking. I mean, dude, I'm driving my Porsche. Oh my god! After driving, you know, a 2023, I mean, a brand new car, pretty
it's like
much.
it's a nice car for
It was a nice car for 2023. It was a
yeah.
nice car, right? Right?
It's not a
And
Porsche.
and here I am. I'm driving a fucking 2015. So that's 11-year-old vehicle, but it's a fucking Porsche, dude. And I get in my car and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, okay, I remember why I bought you. I said, wow. And I've been sitting wrong the whole time. Holy fuck, dude. Driving in Colombia, I learned to sit. Now I understand why fucking Nelson hugs the steering wheel, right? And I'm like, dude, because you have to be on your fucking toes in the traffic and the fucking and the motorcycles and you're shifting, dude. And so you're like, dude, you are right the fuck here. But
That's
anyway,
that's
I
too funny.
uh,
Dude, I mean, I grew up driving a stick, so
yeah,
that's here and here there, and I drove that bitch like a fucking go kart.
like like this, fucking. We probably.
Yeah, I'd fuck.
I grew up,
I
yeah.
that bitch.
I know. So did
But
I.
there's a
But
whole.
not when you're going up a mountaintop, not when you're coming down, not when you're fucking.
I'm not from Florida. Like I played in the mountains on dirt roads. Like I can drift a truck sideways across that bitch. Like I was
That's right. That's right. I apologize.
like
You're Colorado. My bad, sir.
I'm used to the mountain roads. Like I legit had
Yes.
I've been
Yes.
in tow truck for people. I could look in my rearview mirror and they were terrified because I'm about to go off the side of that bitch because it's covered in ice. Like so, it's cool. I got it. I
I'm so sorry. I forgot who I was talking to. You're
I'm,
right.
I'm
You're
driving this
right.
fucker. So
You are the driver, dude.
yeah,
You are the what's that? The transporter. That's what you
yeah,
are, dude. You should put a transporter.
yeah. But you're talking about all the stuff with the job stuff. Really, like what's your perfect job? She's like, well, there's no perfect job because nobody's going to pay me what I want. And it's like, at what point do you change your wording? And it's going to sound really fucked up. Well, this is the definition of prostitute, but you're fucking whoring yourself out. You're literally selling your fucking life for pennies on the dollar to make somebody else money. And I heard it put a different way when uh, you're bartering your life for income for the fiat currency that runs America. Like that's what it is. And when it goes digital, it's going to be that much worse because then you can't get out of like you can do a cash to cash transaction with people now, and the IRS can't get their cut. And so now that's why everything they want to go digital because they want to make sure that you can't do that. That's just my opinion on that subject. But at one point, do you decide that you want to live your life and not want to be a slave to somebody else's ambitions and goals? And my mom a couple of weeks ago, yeah, when you were gone, she's like, how's your job going right now? I was like, I mean, it's a job, like I don't dislike it. Like I never do anything that I ultimately dislike. I just think I'm always learning something new. That's how I look at it. And so I don't really care. Like I'm there to like it's means to an end. It's not my permanent destination. Like I understand that. She's like, I just really wish you would find an employer that's going to treat you right. It's like, well, that's the problem. Is it's like that's what you want for me. However, it's like you have to understand that I understand that I'm not supposed to be sitting at somebody else's table. I'm supposed to build my. When I figured out that I was supposed to build my own shit and not sit at somebody else's fucking meal trough, then my whole perspective ended up changing on what was possible and what I wanted. And I remember when I was driving a truck and I was selling life insurance, and it's like my buddy was like, "What are your goals right now?" And I was like, "I'm kind of stuck because I can really do anything I want to right now." Like income wise. He was like, "Well, your goals aren't big enough." I was like, "Oh no, like here's the goal over here." And I showed him the coconut house that on my screen background. And he was like, "Oh." He's like, "Well, how much is that?" I was like, "That house will probably cost like 40 grand a month to run." Like, so I was like, that's cool, but like, real world, like going on vacation, doing all this other shit. It's like I want to live my life like a fucking vacation. It's like I want to be able to go do what I want to do whenever I want to do it, and don't have anybody tell me when I have to stop doing it. And it's like that's like what I want for my life. Oh, I don't want to go to work for somebody else to pay the IRS to live in a house. Well, cool. This is way more than we need. But I mean, it should I shouldn't have to slave for
Beautiful.
everything. Like that's all
Shouldn't
it
have to
is.
slave for anything. Yep.
And like there should be no stress. Life is stress, problems are gonna come, like whatever. Uh, and that was a whole other thing. Is when I was like looking at my stress level, all this shit was going on, and I talked to my sister, and she's like melting down. Oh, it's so funny. My sister called me because, of course, she talked to my mom. She's like, "So, how's your life going right now?" And I was like, "Oh, this life's doing what life does." And she's like, "Life's doing, oh, yeah, life does that, doesn't it?" I was like, "Yeah, it does." And then I'm like, fuck. I was like, "What's wrong with you?" She's like, "I just sent an email and I realized that I had a misspelling in it." I was like, and it's like she stuck on it for like 15 minutes. And I was like, fucking send another one. Like, what else can you do? She's like, there's literally nothing else I could do. It's like, nothing at all. It's out there in the ether. Like, send it. Like, send another one. And so she's going back and forth about this. And then she's asking about like the chain of events over the past couple months. And she's just like, fuck. Wow. She's like, and here I am bitching about this email. I was like, I just have different experiences. Like, I understand that a lot of this shit's out of my control. It's like I can only show up and do what I can here, here, and here. All this other stuff is literally me putting out fires, responding to it accordingly. That's the only thing I can do. And she's like, well, "What are you doing to manage your stress?" I was like, "Well, I work out daily, except for this week. I can't work out because apparently it's bad for a fucking MRI on the prostate and the PSA blood work for you to uh,
Hmm.
be human and move." So I haven't done that in a few days. And she's like, "Huh." She's like, "Not drinking? Like, can't drink, got blood work." She's like, "Huh." She's like, "So how are you? What are you doing?"
Hmm.
Like, "I'm just sitting here working." I was like, but there's literally, she's like, "So how long are you able to cope like that?" I was like, "Until I can't." And then she's like, "What happens then?" I was like, "Oh, well, probably have a little breakdown, get a little depressed, may cry a little bit. I don't fucking know. Like, that's just, and then, but guess what? Like, the sun's still going to come up the next day and I'm still going to do the same fucking shit. Like, it doesn't matter. And then literally nobody cares about my fucking feelings. So it's just, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, fuck. Well, fuck. That's, all right, that sucks. So that's always what it is. They talk about, I went to that freaking, that annual checkup. And she's like, "So, how's your, how, how's your level of depression? It's like, I mean, that's not really a thing. She's like, what? Yeah, and it's like, no, I've been there before. It was like that book is closed. Like that, I understand that that's you go like this. You don't go down here and stay there unless you choose to go down there and stay down there. And it's like you have to. You don't stay in the valley. So you're going through hell. You don't set up fucking pitch a tent. Look at here. Look at this river. Pitch my tent. Like let's go
Yeah.
hunting, make a little camp, and then I'm gonna stay here in this shitty spot where it fucking stinks for all of eternity because I'm gonna pitch my fuck no. Like you keep moving. She's like, oh, huh. How's your stress level? I was like, I'm always stressed. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't. It's like it's what I got. Huh. You need to talk about it? No, I don't fucking want to talk to anybody. But, like if I need to talk to somebody, I will. All right. I was like, I'm here for like you to do your shit that I don't want to do. Like it's funny. It's downright hilarious, but like nobody fucking cares like at all about what you're going through because you have to figure out how to live your life and fucking be productive and be that responsible human being, individual, man, woman, child, whatever it is. Because everybody else has got their own fucking problems.
If we only got out of our own way.
Mm, mm, mm. You ever heard the term stepping on your own dick?
Oh yeah, baby. We do that shit
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, I didn't hear it until I started hanging out with white people. Yeah. And he's like, here I am stepping on my own dick. I was like, wow, you're talented.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
that's really what you're like. You're fucking around, like kicking yourself in the balls.
Speaking of, would you like to go get a refill on the coffee? And I gotta drain the dick.
Oh man, never
Uh,
gets old.
hey, so listen, I cut my hair.
It's
You fucking dick.
probably fucking necessary.
All right. So we're talking about credit cards. We're talking about digital monies. We're talking about fees. And tell us why. Because there's got to be a way to get paid. Uh, it's like, because I was thinking, I was like, where's this going? Where am I leading to? What's the ultimate thing? And I'm like, fuck, dude, right now I can only get paid on the currency on the country of which my business is founded out of, right? So if I'm in a business in Colombia, I'll get paid in pesos. If I'm in a business in the US, I'll get paid in dollars. So, that's just real simple. I'm like, all right, cool. So I could do that. And I'm like, wait, what if I want to get paid in Bitcoin? And what if I want to get paid in fucking I lost track of all that. And I know that shit's a market. I know that's another world that I'm like, I know it's still there and it's going to be there. It's gonna be the thing. I do understand how uh digital owning digital land like in meta or something like that, like owning plots. Dude, they plotted our fucking earth so they can make a digital earth so that somebody else can own, you know? So now that they're their own little gods. I mean, they're telling you straight up who you are. Anyway, I want to get paid on fucking Bitcoin.
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer to stay away from that as long as I can. I prefer to have cash. Um, that's just me. So I've never even entertained trying to. I know you can get paid in Bitcoin. I don't know what
I
industry you can. Here's a perfect example. So I had a deposit go into my account last night on Shopify, and Shopify debited my account $77.99 and I didn't authorize them to take anything out of that account. So I had no clue. I was like, I just tried to swipe the card and it was like, yeah, it's fun. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So shit like that. I don't like it when people can do stuff like that. Uh,
Yeah.
it was like Facebook will charge different accounts. If you give them access to a credit card to run an ad one time, you have to go in and delete that from their fucking payment history. Or if you have another one pop up, they will literally run through every fucking card that you have to pay that fucking bill, to pay whatever charge it is. Like they'll send you an invoice and fucking doesn't matter what account it is. It had freaking happened last week. I had what the fuck was I doing? Oh, I was trying to pay that. I, I got a ticket for rolling a stop sign.
Oh shit! I gotta pay mine. Yes.
Yeah. And so I freaking freed up some space on the credit card, went to pay it, couldn't figure out how to get it paid. Came back the next day to do it again, and Facebook had charged that card for ad. And I was like, what in the fuck? It's because hopscotching money around and fucking so yeah, that's another good one for people to know that if you let Meta have your information, you make sure you fucking delete it out of there or they'll use it again.
That's really good information.
You know. Oh, yeah. So there's a that's interesting. But I guess it paid for the fucking store, but just that pisses me off. I don't like when companies do shit like that. So like that's almost enough for me to close the fucking Shopify balance. Them
What
charging
was their reason for charging?
it's a fucking there's monthly subscriptions for apps, so everything has a cost. Um, so I've got a couple apps on the I think the store's like their platform's like $39 a month or something like that. So like it's money that I had to pay them. However, I just don't like it when people fucking debit my shit and don't say anything about it. At all. Like I just tried to use that card and it's like, yeah, no, there's not that amount of money on there. So that pisses me off a little bit because I'm very good about knowing how much money is going into that account and like when the payouts are. So it pisses me off a little bit. Um, oh, yeah. So you don't like this one. Somebody reached out to me. So one of the guys I used to work with at the other construction company that has also been a customer of the store since he found out about the store and has been shopping for a couple of years now. He has a diesel mechanic business that they do pretty well, him and his partner. And he reached out to me this weekend and asked me if I could build him a website. And I was like, he's like, yeah, this is exactly what we're looking for. So I'm like, that same style. And I was like, all right. I was like, so what are you trying to accomplish with it though? And he's like, well, we just want people to be able to find us. And I was like, I mean, that's not really a reason to build a website. It's like, if you want me to show you how to like build an actual ecosystem, because they already have, uh, like most of their social media videos get like 500,000 views. So I was like, you guys sell a lot of products like direct to consumer. So if we could kind of automate that a little bit and make it to where you guys are fulfilling orders, they'd probably help you turn your income up. And in all actuality, it's like you start collecting emails, building a pretty good book, and you can actually you have something that's sellable at that point. Um, And he's like, huh. And he said, I never thought about it like that. I was like, well, I was like, let's get together and I'll show you what I like. You guys already know what I did because you guys shop on my store. So, um, if you're, they'll go out to a truck, like fucking truck meets, and they'll sell $30,000 worth of fucking product. And I was like, so if you could do that every week,
Wow.
yeah, I was like, if you could do that every week, then it's a
Yeah.
fucking game changer. And he's just like, yeah. He's like, I guess he's like, we're already like we're so busy we can't keep up. I was like, all right, so let's
You
go ahead and
expand.
let's make it to where you can just sell products, and then now you're not turning wrenches for all of your money. So we'll see how that goes. And I was like, oh, that's cool. You're gonna help them out with that. I was like, I'm charging for that shit. I was like, because the reason why he's asking me to do it is because I spent all this fucking time, effort, and energy learning how to fucking do it. And I could probably make a pretty fucking damn good store for less than what they're gonna pay. But I did not realize that, you know, you could pay $10,000 to $50,000 for somebody to build your fucking website. That's insane. It's like, you go on Fiverr, get somebody to do it for a couple $1,000s. But it's very interesting to me. So, so I'm gonna charge them a chunk and build them a functioning ecosystem.
Percentage. Percentage.
Yeah, no, that's also something where I talked about because
Percentage.
it's gonna be
It's either a lot of money up front, it's
no,
gonna hurt you,
it's
or
not a lot of
B,
money. It's a reasonable rate, and then the maintenance on the back end is where the because it took me what 2 years of tweaking my website to actually get it to where so you like you can stand it up and it's going to work in theory, but in all actuality, like there's going to be things that have to get changed, like very small incremental tweaks that are, and it's going to take fucking time. So, like, even if you're just looking at the verbiage on a fucking headline in email, like something's like that small dictates whether or not it's going to be fucking opened. So, yeah, no, there's definitely, definitely. But again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I've had a pretty good pitch already put together.
that's cool, man. That's cool. As long as you already know what to say, and God bless you. Hell yeah, dude. That's fantastic. I what's my next move? I don't know. I don't know what my next move is right now. Um, so there's two, three, the main option. So I'm starting her process. Okay, so something else I did different in this on this trip. Instead of Nestor being the one who, oh my God, dude, I flipped things around. Instead of me being the one who said, who always is running the show, I gave my wife full reins. I said, here you go. So I gave her all the money. I gave her everything. I gave her full control. And I said to her, I said, I guess I haven't done a good job up until now. Um, we need to go somewhere, and I'm not taking us there. Would you please? Pretty much. And she's like, yeah, all right, done. Dude, I don't know how, but she's fucking doing she's working her magic, and it's like, I'm launching her line. I'm using my experience from the that I've learned uh, from online training, from all the classes, from all the shit stuff that you and I do on a daily basis. You know, the personal development, and I'm basically dedicated to her. I'm doing everything I can in order for us to be able to grow her brand, to build her brand. You know, um, because I've realized that, and I told her, I did. I said, listen, you know, I've taken us only though so far. You know, but I've learned so much. Like, she's over here negotiating. Listen, dude, we're walking the streets of Bogota in I cannot go in there sober. There's no fucking way. There is no way that I can go in there sober. I have to go in there completely in the zone because there's a fucking thousand people around you, and you don't know who's going to try to pickpocket you. You don't know who's trying to, you know. It's like we were talking about. It's like the little devils. The little devils are bouncing around everybody. You don't know who's in the matrix. You don't know who's the fucking bad guy. You know, everybody's just walking. They're NPCs. They're just walking by. Dude, that's fucking. I can't do that. So anyway, we're shopping for a manufacturer. She has an idea, you know. So we found one. We're working with them right now. We're testing some materials. And she's like, "Oh, I need to stamp this and stamp that." And I was like, "Stop, no." I was like, "This is all we're doing right now. Is listen to me, Dolly. We are building your image first, your brand first. We're building you, Dolly, first. We're building what Perrona, what your line is, because basically our company is Perrona by Dolly. You know, it's like blah blah blah. It's like you building that first, and then everything else comes out. I said everything else because in the background, what you're doing is you're just feeding the image first, and then you start bringing in everything else. And she's like, "But I want to." For example, she found some doggy shirts that are stamped with the Colombian flag for like the jerseys, the Colombia jerseys for the FIFA World Cup, right? The celebration of the FIFA World Cup, we got doggy jerseys and blah blah blah. And I was like, that's fantastic. That'll sell out really fucking fast, especially right now. We have 30 days for the World Cup to start. It'll start in June. So, with that being said, I said we're going to be seeing that's of influx. I said, but you're not, but you can't brand that. What you can do is, uh, what you can do is brand something else. That's just moving your money. Put a brand on the hanger. Put your brand on the hanger. You can sell like that. You can't put your logo on the Colombian jersey flag and whatever the. So, I'm showing your little things, and at the same, and she's negotiating with people. I was like, stop! You don't say it like that. I said, then you fucking do it, and I'm like,
Well, it's like you said, you gave her the reins, and then you
I was like, baby, you can't say it like that. But you just gave them access to this now. You have to say it like this, like this. And she goes, you fucking say it. And I'm like, no. So I'm like, tell me what to do. She goes, all right, you speak to the people. I and I tell you what to say. I said, okay, done. So she lets me know what she wants to say.
Mm,
I do my quick calculation math because I know what she's trying to say,
mm,
and and then I'll give it to them. I'm like, all right, cool. So we've been doing a lot of that fucking because we're talking about doing there's 100 units of a design that she has that can be in full leather and have real uh wool, like a little Harley jacket
mm,
for Frenchies or for little dogs and make them feel like little tough and shit, you know. And she has this beautiful little design in her mind, and dude, I could probably get them made, materials and all. It's 20, I don't know, $5,
mm,
$5 each. The only thing, all I have to supply is, so let's say $6.50, cost. And I was like, wait a moment, those are $75 fucking at the Boca Town Center, event in little Fifi high class. I'm like, no shit. And she's like, but I want to make them affordable. I said, you'll have your affordable line, but let me have your prestigious line because I will add certain flair because we know where to go get gold, right? We know how to go get jewelers. We have jewelry designers. We have friends, that do this for a living. I was like, you know what? Why not? Hey, make this D ring out of gold. How much is that? Boom, we're gonna add that to a doggy, and I promise you it'll sell. And she's like, "That's insane." I'm like, "It's okay. You have your low end line, but let me have your high end line." I
mm,
thought about all this, dude. So we're having a go at this. We're having a go at that, and I told her I was like, "I'm dedicating my time and everything I can to you, whatever it is. Just let's just do it that way." So she's designing it, and then she's designing it for the average everyday Joe. I'm designing it for daddy who can pay. You know, that's what I'm designing it for.
interesting.
I want to make sure that daddy can pay.
How are you doing that and working on the school and all that shit too?
School is yes. Airplane stuff, no.
Mm,
I am not doing any airplane stuff. Um, there is a talk of possibly me be going out on Tuesday, Wednesday next week to go out because I found out something. A lot of work dried up down here and nobody knows why. And my friend who was running the show up in North Carolina,
mm,
he doesn't have his job anymore. So his replacement is a person that I know, but there's an order placed from above from him saying that anybody that was associated, anybody in South Florida associated with my buddy who was gone is not there anymore,
oh wow.
right? And I'm like, wait a moment, that's not cool.
You blackball everybody that was a
I said, wait, and then the person that's there now knows me, right?
mm.
It knows me, and but he's also a friend of Josh.
Oh, yeah. Josh found we found out that Josh has a sopping dry vagina. if that's even a thing. It's a lot of sand in there, so probably not going to be a good place to go moving forward.
So, needless to say, I have vowed to I have to be careful how I speak, for I know that I do manifest the words that come into my mouth. And I believe, and that's why I love our conversations, especially because you are my witness to most of my craziness. So, as Josh believes that I have stolen from him, there is another side to the story. But this is not an avenue I care to go anyway. So I show as little effort as possible, because me opening up that avenue is me dedicating more time to turning a wrench. I rather keep it here on my 10% and only apply 10% of my energy, so I thus only receive 10% of that income. Fair?
Okay.
So I'm just doing the motions, not really counting on it. I spoke to my buddy Chris, and I said, do you guys know each other? He goes, yeah, we know each other. I said, all right, well, can you get me in? Get me a meeting with him. I have shit. Jose and I have a tool, we have a gift that we were gonna basically give you anyway. We like to present it to them now as a gift. Hey, this is who we are. Go ahead and use us. That way, I can still step away and only charge my little 10%. That way, I can. I don't want to do this shit anymore. I'm done
Yeah,
turning
I
a
get
wrench.
that.
So yeah, especially after I know that, like, my trailer, I have a number in my head that I know I could flip it real fast. I don't know. If I get like maybe 15 grand for my little trailer, a fire sale type deal of everything that's in there. Um, hell,
With everything that's in there, yeah, sell all your tools.
yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't. But anyway, yeah, because it's like,
Tools.
huh?
I said I like tools. I keep accumulating tools. I don't.
Is a matter of fact. But here's the only thing: I would probably, send them to Colombia, because what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be traveling quite a bit in between. I told you, Mexico and Colombia now, and possibly even Peru, right? Because what Dolly is doing is she's finding key little, really exotic regional art, uh, to add to her collection. Right. So we're gonna. That's so. I told her, I was like, "Listen, we're going to be living off a certain income, and we have to start flipping income. That's why we have to. We turn this money into this money by doing this and this and this." And she goes, "Oh, so that's what we're doing now. We're flipping somebody else's product real quick, building her building her brand while she's designing and building her own designs."
Why is the brand so important?
What's that?
Why is brand so important? You said to build her brand, but it's a freaking line of pet gear that you know unless you're only running it off of like a social media influencer, which you probably won't be, then why is the brand that important? Because
I
in
wanted to, yes, that's
well,
exactly how I
well,
wanted it presented
you
in
just want to
social
run it
media.
off of fucking social.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, because I don't know. I just
It's more of a challenge to me, I guess. I don't know, but
I don't
I
know if
think
it's
I
so
think
much
I can pull it
talent.
off.
It's like look, there's so many people that make so much money and nobody knows who the fuck they are. The brand is not really all that important, and it'll grow with the time if the product's phenomenal, right?
Oh
So
no, no, yeah, it's 100%. But here's the thing: because it will have a, I'm just throwing a number out there, a $50 collar and a $350 collar, or a $3,500 collar. You see what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference? And, oh, it's because of this and this and this and this. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm turning her puppy line into a jewelry line. That's why.
yeah, but still, like I I still don't get the you so you building her following as the brand. This says nothing about the
As
fucking.
the designer, no, yes, as the designer, I've noticed that. Yes, I've noticed that. You're the designer. You have to build it on you. So I have to build it on her life, on what it is that people catch who you are, right? They remember you when you create an emotion to them. That's it. If there's zero emotion, you have no idea what the fuck they look like unless there's a certain emotion. So unless they know who she is, you see what I'm saying? And this is
No, not
and this is how
but
and this is a woman who is completely away from all that stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna make you fucking famous. That I have to build you in order to do this. I said, I've been building me, but I'm just the fucking learning stick. I said, let me help build you. I said, I'm your tool. I said, whatever. And then I said, I'm your tool. You are in control of all the money that I produce, right? I said, you can loan me out to go fucking fix an airplane. You say, hey, I'll let you know what happens, but I work for you. It's real simple. Like, I'm okay. I'm okay, 100% okay with that. So that's the deal we made. So whatever it is, hey, I said, I let her know. Like, I promise you, dude. I told her the other day, I was like, hey, we got the water bill, we got the light bill, and at the end of the month, we promised the landlord we'd catch up a little bit more because we're still behind. I said we'd catch up a little bit more, and I gave her a number, and she was like, done. Okay. I'm like, all right, just letting you know because I'm out, right? I am out. I have no idea. The other day, I got a refund, dude. When I rented this car, and I am so glad I did. But anyway, it was. I was gonna say it was expensive, but I can't say it was. But it was. A lot of people would have said how much, you know. It was well worth it. But I ended up getting a refund from it too. So that's that's what I was saying. Like they held a large amount of escrow, and in case something happened to the car.
big old security deposit.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a lot, $600. It wasn't a lot, but it was nice to see because I overdrew my account. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I overdrew my personal account. I overdrew about $142, and I was in a Reddit going, "What the fuck, dude? Damn it!" You know, I forgot about. fucking fees of this and fees of that and fees of that. And I'm like, fuck. I said, all right, fuck it. I'll just figure that one out later. And then when they refunded me the $600, dude, I'm like, holy shit, I got money. I was happy, blessed on that one. I was like, but um, what else? That's it. Um, that's it. So that's it. So the airplane stuff is only once in a while, whenever it happens, if it happens. I'll say, hey, there's XYZ job. Will you rent me out? And she'll say yes or no. And then if not, because I may be busy, I promise you. Like right now, my next trip is I'm heading to Mexico, uh, probably in the next couple of days.
That'll be fun.
We're heading to Mexico in the next couple of days. We're oh my goodness, dude.
Of course, I always do AI deep dives when we're talking about shit. So I've been digging into the personal branding and fashion. It's, it's literally that's your first buyer. That's what it says. It's very interesting because I don't think people buy my clothes because of who I am.
They don't know you.
Mm, yeah, that's a little more difficult than because the stuff's there. Like the social media is there, the podcast is there. Like I'm literally the image on the website. And my mentality is written to every piece of ad copy that comes out. However, they buy the message and the mission, the mentality, but not me. So I guess it's different pieces of myself, but not so much the brand or me as an individual. But I say that, and then my subscribers are growing on Instagram at an exponential rate. So it's just interesting to actually see that and think about it a little. I never thought about it as personal brand. Daniel doing what the fuck Daniel does. Like that's been doing it for a long fucking time too. Um,
Here's something I learned. The more people know who you are, the more $1 bills they can send you in the mail.
yeah, because do you know who Meg Heckman is? Meg and Chris Heckman.
No, sir. It doesn't ring a bell.
So they are the people that put out the course that I took for print on demand, like the one that made me redo all my shit.
Yes, yes. Okay. I understand.
So nobody knows who the fuck they are. They do paid traffic. So Hermosi, great example. He he's content, like nonstop. But I don't think he ever really talks about personal brand.
But he
But
built
he
a
does.
personal brand.
But he pays for traffic as well. And so it's like he's got both sides of the coin. It's just interesting things to chew on. And of course, I this fucking thing. Chat GPT, Open AI, they'd be on some shit. So, like ask AI what you should do this weekend based on your goals. And it was like content creation.
I'm out real quick before I forget. Um, if you look at one of the first videos, listen to me. One of the first videos that Alec Carmosi writes about when he interviewed Grant Cardone. So, not really interview. This was basically he paid Grant Cardone a fuck ton of money. I'm thinking it was 50 something thousand dollars an hour, like 50 something dollars. Like he paid him 150,000, 150 some like three. He was there for 3 hours. All right. And he paid him a fuck ton of money. And he came back and he says in that video, where he talks about how much money he fucking paid him, in that video, he said something in the matters of Grant Cardone. If you notice how he made his fucking money, how he made his fortune, you find something you're good at and you let the world know and let nobody else stop you. That's number one. He goes, if they don't know you, they can't pay you. The world needs to know. There's 9 billion people on this fucking planet. How many of them are paying you? So the more people that know who you are, the more opportunities you have to sell. He goes, you want to sell? Sell to your market. Tell to the people that you know. You start out by giving free fucking shit everywhere. You give it out for fucking free. Why? Because, oh my God, look at this guy. He's helping. He's helpful. He's helpful. Share, 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 share. Alex Hermosi is following the same steps that fucking Grant did, that, to build his little fucking thing. It's just by overexposing the fuck out of himself with fucking content. As a matter of fact, who else did that? What about the other fucking dude? Glasses. I'm a reader guy. What's his name? Fucking. He just got fucking indicted with some fucking Ponzi scheme. Oh, not it.
Uh,
Well,
I
not
don't know who your
indicted.
reader guy is, but
Oh my God, what's
freaking
his name? He's the guy, the basketball shooter that fucking he was always with the with
LeBron bitch ass James.
no, 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 no. I love Ron bitch. I love you. I love you. You are my friend. I love you so much. Listen, dude. Fucking bitch. I love fucking. Listen. I don't like LeBron, by the way. That's cool. That's why I love fucking Danny. So, no, he is a bitch.
uh,
But anyway, but he's the new bitch. You see, because I've noticed that too. Society became more of a fucking bitch. Um,
but hold on, that fucking fuck him. I don't care. That was a Christmas gift from Layla Hermosi. I looked it up because I never heard of it. $120,000 private consulting arrangement that Layla Hermosi purchased for 1 hour of coaching.
Now, in that video right there that she talks about, or as a matter, he talks about, he goes, I'm going to give it out. I'm going to tell everybody what we talked about. And that's pretty much where he started. And he just starts letting you get, the more people know you, the more people can pay you. So listen to me. So that's why you and I started noticing a huge influx, because now, believe it or not, there is some type of fucking following. Momentum has started building and so forth and blah, blah, blah. We've built this little tidal wave of fucking, whoa, the sprinkle is there. The more sprinkle we go, because it'll start to fade down as well, right? It will, because if it's not posting, if it's not going, same thing. For example, you know what, dude? I don't know what I'm going to do with Facebook. I have to use a Facebook, but I don't know if I'm going to continue using Facebook, or at least I have to change it around and see how I'm going to use the Facebook. Because I don't know. Because I don't like. I don't know. I have to figure that one out. How I'm going to use, how I'm going to post on the
Yeah,
Facebook.
that's a pretty interesting. You're talking about my YouTube doesn't really grow currently. Okay, like one new subscriber. No, I don't know how long, but the fucking like past 30 days on Apple, 655 freaking plays, which is quite a bit considering. Huh, that's interesting.
The ripple continues. Once you stop feeding the ripple, momentum stops, and then it just continues to ride that wave. How long can you sustain that wave? I've learned that there's a pendulum of time. Dude, if I told you half the shit that I've been dealing with across my crazy ass mind, dude, look, there's a pendulum of time that I've noticed that I'm like, holy shit, dude, if the more you work towards something, the more you will get it. Ha, just that simple. The more you will get it and the more it will last. Because there's nothing in this world is lasts forever, right? Nothing. We're all gonna come out fucking dead. Everything is gonna rot. Everything is gonna go back because we're all made out of it. Great. So the longer we do great fucking things for us, the longer we are remembered, I guess, at the end. Change history, change time. I don't know, maybe. But there's a pendulum of the things that we can do. So once we find where our balance points are, and the more we work at the things that we're good at, that are in our natural ability, that it's not considered work, that's our balance point. That's our happy place. That's our fucking like our woosah, where money and you see what I'm saying? That's where we were going with this. I've I learned it by fucking thinking out stupid shit. And now I see it everywhere. Everywhere.
Interesting thought. Who saw Happy Place?
Um,
No.
I'm gonna stand right here and pee. God.
Oh,
Ugh,
while you're
anymore.
bringing the guy, I was
Yeah.
looking at the breakdown from the conversation. It's the ability to be able to learn shit very quickly is just out of this world. Because I never heard of said conversation that you were talking about. And then give me the breakdown of this coaching session. And it says content value revolution. Interesting. Key breakthroughs from the conversations. The advice that Cardone looked at Hermosi's organic marketing strategy and told him his content volume was far too low. And Cardone pointed out that his own operations produced roughly 10x the amount of media that Hermosi was creating. And so I'm guessing that's what made him turn up the volume on that. And he just doubled down and did what the guy fucking told him to do. And look at him now. That's nuts. What else was in here? Yeah, it drastically altered his branding strategy. He radically scaled up his video production, leading to the massive omnipresence of acquisition.com and the content across all social channels. 100 golden BBs versus the silver bullet. Hermosi asked Cardone about looking for the magic strategy to unlock the next level of growth. And the reality check was that they agreed that scaling past a certain point doesn't come from a single macro decision, said Silver Bullet. Instead, it requires firing 100 golden BBs, stacking dozens of unsexy micro improvements like a tighter headline, slightly faster sales script, or a better follow-up process. And it's literally the same shit that I just talked about with making the small shit on the store. Commitment to total certainty. Let's see here. Mosey observed how Cardone handles public perception. Cardone is famously polarizing and completely unconcerned with being liked, focusing instead on being known. The takeaway that Hormozy realized that the standard business content often waters itself down to avoid negative comments. Watching Cardone's absolute certainty taught him to value the value of speaking with direct conviction, even if it makes it seem uncomfortable. Yeah, this is shit's gold. Well, that's
There is
fun.
a direct reflection connect. There's a direct
All of it.
connection to how many people know you to how much money you make. Not how many people you know. It's how. It's not who you know. It's who knows you. It's never who you know. It's who knows you.
No, it's who knows what your fucking product is. It's not you. And so, but if you're the product,
But if you're the product,
so
that's what opens doors, my friend. Yes. So I was like, holy shit. Okay. So that's why I focus on her.
it'd be interesting to see where this transpires and goes.
So am I.
I talk a lot of shit because I think that women have the thirst of fucking dudes is what was like the ultimate freaking multiplier when it comes to females and social media. Because guys will look at a fucking girl, and especially single thirsty ass beta dudes that can't get women will fucking add and fucking like, and it hits the algorithm faster. And just that's just what it is. So I'm very interested to see if that's actually any validity to that theory, because I always laughed at like the girls that went on social media when we were selling insurance. And I was like, why the fuck aren't you using this to your advantage? Because I know that I sent out so many fucking DMs and fucking instant messages to book appointments. And like you literally get 99% of dudes that are single to fucking pay attention just because you say, hey, how you doing? Like, so it's very interesting to me. Oh, I want to see how this goes. Yeah, I definitely want to see how it goes. Because you sending a message, you posting a video, like, I don't really want to look at your fucking mug. Like, but like, it's just, it's very interesting to me.
Why
So
don't they want to look at your mug?
it's just what it is.
I love looking at your mug. I love your mug, dude.
That's funny. So, well,
No, yes, they
I
need
look
to
at
see
all right. So
your
there's
mug.
a perfect example. People want to be entertained. So there's a view, this dumbass fucking video that I posted when I was in San Diego of the lowrider fucking cop car. You know how many fucking
Yes,
views that bitch has?
nice.
It has more views than every single fucking message on all of my social media combined. And it's simply because people want to be entertained and not learn. The people that are learning are a very small percent of the population. It's
So
like, no,
that right there, my friend, is your hook to a like you get that low rider bump bouncing up and down. You get that person that they get, and think about your market. Think about the person that you're interested in getting. Like think about that. Think about your market. Who do I want? Who am I? Who do I want to change the life of? So yeah, think of that, and then come over and be their hook. And then you're like, listen, dude, I used to be just like fucking you, entertained with stupid shit. Now look at my dick. Rah! You know? Come on, dude. I love
Rawr.
it. Like
That's
this.
funny. That's very funny. No, that's there's a level of validity to that because I know one of the guys that worked for me for a very brief stint of time. He ended up getting fired like the second day he was supposed to work with me. He was like, "You need he's like, you need better hooks." He's like, because he was looking through the website and shit like that. He's like, "This shit's fucking badass." He's like, "You just need hooks."
Better
He's
hooks.
like, you gotta grow." And so then I did one video where it was me shooting, and then it went into the motivational message or whatever.
Yeah,
And
they don't like that one.
no, no, I liked it.
Yeah?
I think I did. Uh, I was looking for the one. I have a video of me shooting some tannerite, but I can't find it because I was going to, and I was going to go into it, and I can't find it. Pissed me off.
Now grab a video of your wife shooting and make that the hook.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Women have this; they grab attention. So, I have a perfect video of that because she was so excited. So we'll see how that goes.
I love it. And
So
then bring them to you and make that the hook to as an intro to your fucking website. You know what I mean? To your store.
no, the messaging with the
He
store.
goes, no.
Yeah, well, the reason why the store converts the way that it does is because that is identity built. So, like, my store converts at a pretty fucking high rate on the right fucking customer. So, like, it's usually floating between 2% and 6%. So, I was like, there's really not too much that's going to change on that fucking website. So that's yeah, that's just a definite no. Because that's why like the repeat customers, it's because it's a tribe. It's it's the psychos that live like Daniel or that are in the process of like getting there. So that's a very like the amount of conversations that I've had with the chat bot and why things work the way that they do. And when I deviate from it, like that's when shit breaks. So it's like, oh, well, you went from the message to a different type of fucking mock-up and like your conversion rate went to like zero point 0.5 because you threw this one little wrench in there and all right, let's take this away. And it goes back up. It's been like that over the past what since January. Um, and like even with me like testing out different shit, we were looking at this last night, the or I guess yesterday afternoon. The percentage of increase from January 1st to May 16th compared to 2025 to now. Well, just that little period, 39,000, I'm sorry, 3,900% increase in sales. So it's like just playing with shit and trying to get it right. Like, it's like, oh, well, if we stay on this trajectory, where will we be next year? And it's like, well, it's kind of hard to measure that with that type of increase because it's not really sustainable. And I was like, well, this is where I want to be. And it's like, oh, well, if that's the case, this is where you need by August. I was like, oh, that's totally fucking doable. All right, cool. Um,
So it sounds like you may need a second website to start dealing, bringing in some other type of traffic.
hmm. You need to convert a different type of traffic.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because it sounds like you already have
that'd be
that
a
one
different
touched.
product. That'd be a different product
You
line.
already that well then how about a trucking thing? How about a driver
Like
thing
that's
theme?
that that's like an awesome theme, and it probably would be. very beneficial for me to do so. However, it's like I have to scale this one first
Yeah,
because
but those themes just go right back into your thing, wouldn't it? Wouldn't they feed right back into your, and it just be a different, a new line, a seasonal line or something like that? Can you do?
I mean, it could be just a collection.
Eso, whatever the name of it is. But yeah,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
but yeah. I mean, that's again.
And that's done through a series of knowing Daniel's life. You see what I'm saying?
No, no, it's very interesting. Like the brand is the brand, so the brand is discipline focused. It's and patriotism. Like that's where that brand lives. So right, maybe you look at throwing some trucker stuff in it. It just doesn't really like what you do for a living. I guess it falls under the blue collar stuff because I'm really big on blue collar shit. But it's blue collar, white collar. It's all like it's not your job. It's what you do. It's who you are, and I think that's a difference. Like, I'm not trying to target truckers. I'm trying to target the individual that has a certain mentality. Well, I'm not trying to target a fucking insurance broker. I'm trying to target that mentality. Like it's a certain person. It's not a fucking job. It is who they want to become, not who they are. Uh,
How do they know they can become if they don't know who they are?
well, I mean, there's a about 1,000 pieces of content on fucking YouTube for people to figure that the fuck out. So again, it's like people don't know who you are because you don't tell them. No, they just haven't found me yet. It's there. The content's there. The information's there. Right. So it's like it's not for a lack of me telling the story. Like if you go through Facebook, go through
Yeah.
Instagram, go through YouTube, and there is fucking endless hours. Like you probably couldn't sit there and watch that everything that's out on the internet by Daniel Lott in fucking 6 months. Like you literally have to just sit there and fucking take it to the face and not do anything else to get it done. So
It's just a matter of time.
what's up?
It's just a matter of time.
No, so it's just like
That's all it is. It's in the that's how I say it now. It's in the hands of the gods.
put
It's
it
in the
out.
hands of the gods. It has been spoken about. It is in the hands of the gods. I've done my part. Everything else is just a show. I love
Fucking,
it.
fucking so remember I told you that wanted to well, I didn't know what to do with those fucking podcasts that were is literally just us working through shit and trying to figure it out. So I made the mastermind series,
Nice.
current edit project. I'll show you. I think I sent you one of the thumbnails, but you're out of civilization.
Dude, it was amazing. I'm so sorry. I've never it was the only thing that was important is the GPS working? Good. That's
Mm,
about
so you
it.
were you were out of civilization for a little bit, so check this shit out.
I love it. Move this damn thing, dude.
So check me. So I made the mastermind series. So
That's a handsome dude.
yeah, it's pretty good. I didn't think it was close enough, but it looks like it's pretty fucking close. Oh hell.
That's a handsome dude. Look at that. You even got my cut hair and everything.
It's a little curly, but
So is mine.
that's it's so fucking interesting to me. Let's see this.
Ah! And
It is.
I actually have brand new hats that say Nestor. Oh my God, dude. I have brand new hats. Yeah, 'cause I picked up my fucking shirts, but they don't have the other logo on them yet. They only have the
Mm.
back part that says Nestor. Oh my God, they're beautiful. But I still got to go back. So.
Yep. So,
Oh,
so it's going to be dropping here soon.
nice, dude. Nice.
So stop share. Yeah. So I
That is so. Look at my fucking yeah, dude. You got me down to a T.
that was like my so AI doing what AI does. But, and that's a you have some software that can do that off of two photos. Change the clothes, change the hats. Fucking, this is what this episode's about. I want you to fucking make this as we share this information with people. And it's like, all right. So, how on earth? Remember what I sent you from those people that were trying to sell me their services, which are
Mm-hmm.
still emailing me,
Of
and
course.
they're fucking horrible. I don't know if they're gonna email me again after the response I sent them. Uh, yes, it was yesterday morning. I Lord,
Oh my gosh.
but I just had to fucking smoke the shit out of them, and I didn't get a response.
I'm so
So
glad you're my friend.
what? Like it just oh, they won't stop. I told them repeatedly that I'm not interested. Like I'm not going to work with them, and like we sent you um another video, but you never opened it. Blah blah blah. Do you still want to move forward? Like I literally told you guys that I have zero intent of moving forward with you guys. Let me find the email. It was just, I was like, and I had to stop and rewrite it a couple times because
That's insane.
what's up?
That's insane.
Yeah, no, it was pretty. And I thought it was somebody different to begin with. And then it was like so and so from our agency reached out to you, and yeah, I can't find it. Oh, that's annoying. It's so annoying. But I was like, any company that has the audacity to tell me that my deposit was enough for them to take another meeting with me and they needed more money
That's
before they move forward. And I was like, without any type of proof of concept or anything like that. I was like, you guys reached out to me because I have thousands of videos already up and you see something you can work with and you want to attach yourself to it, and that's fine. And it's like you should have done the work for free, as you said.
yeah.
Um, and work with what was already there, but you wanted me to give you guys $6,000 up front and then give you 20% of my future earnings, and then told me my deposit was enough for you guys to take another appointment with me. So you have zero desire to do any type of fucking work with you guys. Like, period. And then you sent me samples of said work, and I'm so grateful that I didn't move forward because it fucking sucked. It was the worst fucking thumbnail that I had ever seen outside of the contrast in the fucking title. So like, well, what about the shorts? Yeah, your AI software did a great fucking job of fucking recutting a short that I already put out. Like, you put subtitles on it. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Okay, so I we'll see if they email me again. And you know what the fucking sad thing
What's
is
that?
keep on blocking different people from that agency, and then they just email me if somebody else's email. So it's just a new person. I guess what they say, buy or die. So can't be that mad about it from their follow up practices.
You
Um,
know, and it's probably not even a real person. It's probably just a bot. that's generating new emails as it goes, and then just fucking following up with the people say no, 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 no. Yes, ding. Then it goes there. Ding. Here we go. Bing, 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 bing. And then he
That's
goes,
right.
no, 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 no. It's every email is yes or no, right? So it's either which one is it? And so he goes, no, 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 no. Yes, ding. No, 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 no. Yes, ding. No, 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 no. That's it.
Gosh, how many emails do you think they sent out? Like,
Fuck, dude. Oh my
uh,
god.
scrubber going through YouTube. Like,
Oh my god. I'm sure there's bots that dude, how many fucking break-ins do they have? They just do it like that. How many fucking who got broken into recently? I think it was Disney. And it's only for the fucking information. Oh, well, let's not go too far. How about my wife? Right? So she lost her phone. Okay. So now not only did we lose access uh to find out um how much money we had because we were using her accounts. I have
mm,
no ties to her accounts. She has no ties to my account. She actually has access. Actually, she does have access through. She has access through my phone to my accounts. I have no access to her accounts. Period. Right? Whatever. I don't know. That's because I gave her access. I don't know. She could probably give me access, but I don't have any access. So anyway, her phone gets lost. Done. So we only have her card, and then we have my phone. So she calls the bank through my phone. They sent out pins to where? To her phone. You know, it's like holy shit, it's retarded. Then the next thing we know, I get a phone call saying, um, "Is this Mr. Cadena?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yeah, who's this?" He goes, "We found this phone. Blah blah blah. I am Sergeant so and so of whatever fucking police and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Oh shit, hold on for a second." I was like, "Babe, it's some cops, but your phone." Right? So I give her the phone, and they're on speaker. And I go ahead, keep going, and they starts talking to him, and then my wife, she gets excited. I love her so much. The guy goes, "I need your 4-digit pin to verify this is you." You know, and because we are so used to saying a, what identification now, she blurted it out, and I was like, "Oh!" As soon as I said
go.
this, it was gone. Her phone was gone. I said, "Baby, you had lost your phone before, but right now they just done stole it.
Yeah.
They stole your phone right in front of your face, you know?" So, ooh, I like that attitude. So, yeah, that was funny for a little bit. And then she's like, fuck me, I'm an idiot. I'm like, nah, it's cool. I love you. You know, you're not. Things happen for a reason, maybe. And here's the thing, she was supposed to have gone to Mexico straight from there. Oh my God, there's so much I am. She was supposed to have gone straight over to Mexico. And I was supposed to go with them. But I got a concern that I had to come back to the States for some reason. No say. I had to come back to the States. And I'm like, yo, I got to go back. All right. I got to go back. I've been away for too long. I have to go back. I have to make sure that the house is running okay because, we want to make sure that how we're doing. So um, we did that. She lost her phone. She couldn't go to Mexico. Uh, getting her things stolen, updating her new phone that she got. She had to update her iCloud pass. So now I understand. It's crazy how your online profile is so fucking important because if you have to start from scratch, it is so hard to start with the same number, the same email address. They'll steal. That's how I understand now how they can steal your identity.
Hmm.
You know, because it
Just off your
is
cell
so
phone.
yeah. If they just by having access to your phone, dude, your phone is your whole world. You know, it's like different people's feeds is their phone. I've sat down and watched my wife scroll her feed, and I'm thinking to her, I understand now her thoughts because of
Hmm.
what it's feeding. You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can expect something to happen, and then I'll do the same, dude. It's like a programming event, dude. It's retarded. I'll do the same. I'll sit there and I'll go through my feed, you know, of how whatever it is, and then she'll understand a little bit more on the business side, I guess you could say, because a lot of my stuff is more personal development. A lot of her shit is like, he's such a fucking asshole.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole fucking another can of worms you could really unpack right there. You go through mine, and it's fucking funny shit, weightlifting and fishing and some guns. Um, and then so that's Facebook. You go to Instagram, it's weightlifting and all mindset. It's all it is, and different workouts. Like you can't scroll through my fucking Instagram feed without wanting to get fit. Like period. Like your ass gonna be
Nice.
at the fucking gym. If you go through my Facebook, you're gonna come out hungry. You'll be looking at a recipe, somebody grilling some meat outside. You'll see somebody catch some big ass fish, and you'll see some racing, some trucks, stuff like that. It's Look, they got it pretty spot on, and apparently now you see a lot of ads for businesses to build as a drone pilot because that seems to be my the main feed right now is just pretty fucking annoying.
Dude, you just increased your level of worth fucking tenfold.
Well, that's why when they like moved me from foreman to drone pilot, and they're like, well, this plays X hour. I was like, that industry pays significantly more than being a foreman, and you guys are cutting my pay. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm gonna go get the license. Let me get this experience real fast. Uh, that's literally all it is. So now I got the license. And, well,
Show me the money.
it's funnier because we were on Friday. We go out do this job site, and we fly the drone. My boss is out there talking to somebody, and so I like do the new opening in the road, the roundabout, all this other shit, fucking zip around, video everything. He's like, yeah, we need to go over here and get some elevations. And so, all right, whatever. So while he was talking, I set up everything so we could kind of take the elevations, get the control points, get the region, registration area, so he could put it in the software. He's like, well, I gotta run take a piss real fast, and fucking comes back and everything's already measured, set up. And literally, he's like, look at you. And I was like, wait, I was like, this is my fucking. I was like, is the bar
Fucking
that
job.
fucking low?
Yeah, it's my fucking
He's
job, bro.
like, yeah, it really is. He's like, it is sad, but he's like, the guy that's over there driving that water truck. He's like, he couldn't have that job. I was like, yeah, because he'd still be sitting in the truck waiting for you to come back from taking a piss.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so I understand now why even pilots, for example, we are aviation mechanics, regular mechanics. This is unskilled labor. This is all unskilled labor because you can, you know what I mean? It's just retarded because all we do is follow directions, is follow orders. You know what I mean? You follow a checklist. You follow this. You follow that. You have to follow this. When you're flying something, you have to follow certain parameters. Yeah, I can't, certain things. It's
Mm.
like it's same fucking way when we're fixing airplanes. It's the same fucking way. We have certain parameters. That's all they're basically training us for. It's just basically to follow sit within the line. Sorry, there's a blue jay over here harassing me. That um
Yeah, so the bar is so fucking low. I don't give a fuck about that bird. The bar is so low for the level of to being exceptional somewhere. It's like, oh, you can fog a mirror. I don't have to tell you everything that you have to do. You can just go fucking do it because you know that's your job. Like it's 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 so low. Like it's. But then I think about like Nelson's very fucking. Now he's sought after. Like people like working with him because it's just crazy. It really is. But
When you have, here's something that I don't know what's going on, but I see it everywhere else. I don't see it here. Common sense, dude. People don't have common sense.
at all.
Common sense, common decency, common sense, common. Just be fucking human. Just being a fucking human. Just being a good old fucking neighbor. Shaking a hand. How are you? Good to see you. People are always in the, what can you do for me? And over there, dude. It's when I say over there, I don't. We There's such a vast. You said something. You're like, hey, there's certain places in America you can't do that, can't do this, and blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, dude, but I understand certain terrains, but you don't have that many people living in third world conditions here in the
No,
U.S.
you
All
don't.
right. What I'm saying is, I understand the simplicities of life, it's like, oh my goodness, what do we need? So we're thinking about, it's like, okay, so how do these people live? It's not that they have lack of fucking funds. It's just there's limited space too. You have fucking enough people. This place wants to start growing. But then again, I'm looking at the mountaintops and the hills and the valleys going, how the fuck you fit a new aqueduct system in this small town? You know what I mean? I could see it being been done in Arizona, when it's fucking flat. You can't, I'm sure you understand and small towns in fucking up north Colorado in the mountaintops up there in the fucking Rockies somewhere. All right, in the small town that has got maybe two, three stop signs, no fucking lights. Everybody knows each other. Maybe fucking 1,000 people live there. You've seen towns like that, okay? They do exist here in America. Very slim though. Over there, it's every other fucking town. You see what I'm saying? It's every other town. And as I noticed something that like the major stops that I've had in my trip, I was focused on where's the nearest hospital. So I'll hit this city to this city. Why? Because this is this hospital to this hospital. See what I'm saying? So that way we know if anything happens along the way, where the fuck I'm going or what hospital to take me at. You see what I'm
No,
saying? It's like that's because every town doesn't have a hospital. They have a clinic, but they don't have a hospital. So if they don't have a hospital, they're not big enough. And the ones that do have hospitals are little towns that actually started growing enough. And there's like 6 churches in the town now. Now it's becoming a city, and the mayors and so the politicals of everything. When the town is growing, you're still on a fucking hilltop, mountain. Excuse me, going up the mountain, not even a hill. Excuse me, you're going up the mountain. You can't go up. You can't grow. How are you, dude? There's a lot of excavation to do build a new sewer system. And so it's like, and I understand water pressure now more. The blessing that we have. I took a shower here. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I understand. I understand. Once again, we pay for all that.
no.
I don't know why we were there. I forgot. Can I have some more water?
I mean, it's already 7:40.
Oh shit!
I think it's like 7:40.
I think
Yeah,
she's
7:37.
I think she's up.
My wife's been up since 5, which is pretty impressive. So
Maybe she wants to go work out with you.
she asked me what I wanted to do for breakfast today. So well, I'm sure that's what.
Oh, that's right. We got to go feed the cats.
Uh, I'm gonna go grab some food, make some breakfast. No, I
Nice.
already shut her down. She was trying to clean, start vacuuming, and I went on mute. I was like, "You're fucking killing me, Smalls."
I love you. I didn't
uh,
notice. Thank you. You know, because I'm used to stopping. This was the first time I continued because I usually always like talking to you, and then when I see that you're preoccupied, see, I forget that this is a
yeah,
whatever this
switches
is.
back and forth.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so you know, in my mind, I'm right in front of you. You know, and I'm talking to you, and you're preoccupied. So I'll wait until you're not anymore. So it's
Present.
like, yeah,
Yeah, no, I had to mute you and go away for a second, or mute myself and go away because
yeah.
and I'm like, yep, I'm like yelling into the other room for her to stop vacuuming. And she
Tell her I love
can't
her.
even
It's
fucking
okay.
hear
I didn't
me.
hear it.
So then, I don't know if you saw me start slamming the door shut. And that's what made her stop
Oh,
vacuuming so she could hear me.
so everybody knows now. Rewind and watch that part.
Maybe I'll clip it. I don't know. That'll be the next viral video. I was like, this one went viral.
Let's see let's see if it caught it because I did speak throughout the part
Oh
and you were
yeah,
also on
I didn't
mute,
catch it. Yeah.
so it probably won't catch it. But
Hmm.
anyway, no, I loved it. Once
All
again,
right.
I love you to death. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much.
Welcome
It's a
back.
pleasure.
Yeah. And as always, we
I
never do it.
probably in Mexico next time we see each other.
Okay. Well, since we never do it at the beginning, hey, fucking like, subscribe, buy my shit. Um, we never do the intro. We just start talking. Hell, we didn't even fucking start recording today. We're just like, yeah, fuck it, start talking.
Well, that's the thing. We just said hi.
Hmm,
So I think you just hit record immediately.
boom. All right, brother. Well, you have a great
I
day.
love you to death.
See you next week.
Next week. Bye bye.